Can PortraitArtAcademy.com help anyone become better at art? What do you think, Vincent?
It is Vincent!
And yes, it can help anyone. You look at Vincent from the Netherlands. He's a perfect example of that. Hello. He is a hopeless case. Hey. He is stupid. Mean. He is an idiot. What? He is terrible at art. Fair, but... And yet, I still believe he made about 10% progress just by following the tutorials on this website. Maybe even 5.5%. Either way, yes. So you're saying that even he can become better at it? Yes, and he's got to be the slowest learner on the planet. What is that supposed to mean? So yes, by going to PortraitArtAcademy.com, you can become a better artist.
Okay, let's look at the fish and the white highlights. So I'm holding this in front of that camera. Hope it can zoom in. There you go. There's tons of fish. There's like a whale and an octopus. Very cute. We're gonna add those. So yeah, a little bit of a zoom and focus problem here with the camera. Sorry about that. I mean, this guy should apologize because he's the one who recorded it, right? By the way, that's me, the one who's recording it. The one who's doing it is actually me. So there's two people of me now. One of them is painting and one of them is talking. So I'm adding some orange. So it's all orange. It's not the orange from your skin, but it's darker, right? So it's more pure orange. And so that's how I'm just doing the shapes of the fish. And because everything dried up already, it's really easy to just create the shape of the fish and you won't even see what's underneath it. Because that's acrylic paint. And once you go over it, when it's dried up, it won't mix. It's done. It will replace it. So it's really easy to correct. Kind of like Photoshop, like going back in history. So yeah, you just look at the shapes of the fish, and then you draw those. And then the sill is kind of like it's like a fish sill. Well, it's not like really a sill. I don't know what it's more like a flag, a fish flag. Okay, slow motion, baby. Look at that color. I'm going to add some brown to it, I think. Is that what I'm doing? Yeah, brown. Because if you just do pure black, see, brown is a bit more related to, you don't want to do all the shadows in your whole painting black and white. You want to add shadows by putting different darker colors in there, just like I did with the red here on the skin. And so that's what you do with the fish too. You can add some brown, and then it will add a shadow, but it's not black, like the black over here. And especially since you already have black on these waves, you don't want to add black to too many things either, because then it's all the same. You don't want it to be all the same. And so these fish have all these little spots. It's almost like they're goldfish, even though they're in the ocean. I don't know what kind of fish those are. Yeah, you just go dot, 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 kind of what I'm doing here. Except mine's sped up. I don't think you could do it that fast. If you can, send me an email. I want to see the video, not sped up. So yeah, and then you take yellow instead of just white, and you add some highlights at the top. Because I see now I'm starting to finally get that moon right. and the lights that the girl's holding. And see, you just add shadows at the bottom and highlights at the top. You never put shadows and highlights in the same space. You'll always do one on the left side, one on the right side, one at the top, one at the bottom, and you just kind of have to look where the light's coming from. So here, they're more on the left side, see, because the light's coming from over here, and here it's on the left side, but over here it's on the right side, those highlights, because the light is on its right side. So it all makes sense. You have to look where the light's coming from, and then add the highlights to that particular side of your object or your fish. So here I added a little bit of hair, and then you add shadows to the opposite side, which makes sense, right?